Hello, this is Kimberly Nagel, business coach and owner of Upgrow Business International, where we help women start and grow profitable businesses that they love. I am so glad that you decided to download this cash flow spreadsheet. This is a tool that I use to help me manage my cash. I use it with my clients, and it will help you make some of the most important decisions of your life, as well as relieve some stress and improve your planning by knowing how much cash you have, how much you can spend. It's not always just the balance in your bank account or whether you made a profit or a loss on your income statement. Cash in your business is different, and this is the tool you use to help you manage that. So I am going to share my screen and give you a little demo about how to use this spreadsheet. If you don't feel 100% proficient in Excel, don't worry, just play. Two things. One tip is save a copy of this to your desktop and save the second copy in a new name so that you always have a fresh copy you can go back to. Second tip is you are always free to come back to this website and download the spreadsheet again for your use. So please just feel free to play and make this tool useful for your business. I'm going to share my screen and let's get started. All right, your spreadsheet is going to open up to a 1-year cash flow. First of all, this is not a year, January to December. This is a rolling 12 months. So it's month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and so forth. If you are starting in October, you can change this to October, you can go November, however, whenever you start, just go ahead and rename those months. Also, take the time to make this your own. Claim this, put your business name right there. Let's start on the left-hand side and go through what you are going to input. Cash flow starts with the beginning cash you have on hand. Your business might start with zero. Your business might start with that $5,000. Whatever cash you're starting with at this point that you're doing these projections, that's the cash you put in there. Beginning cash across here will be the ending cash from the previous month. So these cells will auto-calculate. Do not put numbers in here. There's formulas to bring forth the ending month's cash balance. I've given you 2 sections where you can identify what types of sales you make, and sales 1, sales 2. If you only have 1 sales category, just keep it at 1. Rename that. Cash injections are money that you've put into the business. It might be a personal loan, it could be a business loan. These are cash injections that you are going to make or will make or maybe not make. It's going to add up your total cash receipts for the month. It's going to give you the total cash available based on the receipts plus your beginning balance. Variable expenses, this is where you're going to calculate how much it's going to cost you to produce your sales. Now, every business is going to be different. Sometimes the cost of sales for any one month is directly related into that month. Sometimes you have large inventory purchases. Whatever it is, you're going to complete this for the 12-month period, factoring in seasonality, just like you'd factor in seasonality of sales and so forth. It's going to calculate your total variable expenses, and then you're going to input the operating expenses. Now here again, just like sales and variable expenses, they can vary across the board. In my scenario here, I have it pretty much flatlined across the board in the operating expenses. But if you say you live in the northern climates, your utility bills might go up in the winter months. And if you're in the southern climates with the air conditioning, your utility bills might go up in the summer months. So this is going to be variable across seasonality. But for projections, it's okay to flatline it to some degree. Going to put in your monthly operating expenses it will auto-calculate your total operating expenses. Then you have your total cash paid out, which total cash paid out is the total of operating expenses and variable expenses. Total cash paid out is the total of operating expenses and variable expenses. Ending cash balance is cash available. We go there for you. Cash available minus total cash out, which gives you your ending cash. This will, once you have completely filled in your operating expenses and made some projections, what your sales volume might be for any one given month, this will auto-calculate your beginning cash, your ending cash, and your cash available. So the cells you're going to be putting numbers in, just to repeat, the only beginning cash cell that you will be putting a number in is month 1. So if it's going to be 0, it's going to be 0. If it's going to be $5,000, it'll be $5,000. Now in this scenario, I have projected that we will take out a $15,000 loan. But you can see that in month 5, we have a negative balance. So what this might tell me if I were coaching somebody is that one of two things has to happen. We have to increase the amount of money coming in these previous months, or we have to reduce some expenses in the previous months, or we need to perhaps borrow a little bit more money. And of course, if we borrow more money, it's going to increase our debt that we might have if this is a loan, or if it's been a equity investment, it's going to reduce our personal equity in the business. But these are decisions you can make along the way. And for right now, what I'd like you to do is play. And then when you get into business or you're moving along in your first month, let's just say you have October and you're going to put in the actual amount for the month. October's actual amount. So let's just say we started with our 5. Our sales, they weren't as good as we thought they were. And we only did borrow that $15,000. Just by changing those numbers, maybe everything else was the same. We paid our bills. Maybe just by changing those 2 numbers, you can see how this might affect your cash going forward. So as you finish a month, go in and put together the actuals. These numbers can be generated from your QuickBooks. If you're using QuickBooks as an accounting system, you should be just tracking these as you go along so that you can fill in what you actually paid out in these months. I'm hoping that this is helpful for you, and I'm also wanting you to take me up on another offer, which is to take some time, 30 minutes of it. Just sign up for a free 30-minute coaching call. I would love to, if this is the topic you want to talk about, cash flow, or you want to talk about pricing, or you want to talk about where do I start? Whatever it is, I would love to spend some time with you, 30 minutes. Let's hash it out. It's amazing what you can talk about in 30 minutes. So I appreciate you taking this time to walk through the cash flow analysis spreadsheet with me, and I look forward to talking with you soon.